everyone, welcome back to Ayumilove channel for another Awaken era content. In today's video, I'll be showcasing my newest team to speed farm the Queen of Tides stage 14, or also known as the Hell mode 2. And before I begin, do check out my previous video on Queen of Tides stage 12 where I provide an alternative to speed farm under 2 minutes using Virgil, Santis, Deluxe, and Hulans. Without further ado, let's get started. So let me head over to the Queen of Tides. So this is the Hell stage 2. After experimenting with different heroes, I came up with this team that works for me quite well. So let me show you the team. So the team consists of 2 attackers who are Evera and Boolin. I did not use Deluxe because I have him speed tuned for other content. So for this Queen of Tides stage 14, I have Evera and Boolin as my damage dealers to clear the first 2 waves, and Santis and Hakrin are there to deal with the wave 3 where the boss and her Tide Guards are there. And both Evera and Boolin are geared in every set, so they'll deal additional 50% more damage to the enemies, while Santis and Hakrin are equipped in revival set to heal themselves every time they take their turn. For the spells, I use Sundering Purgatory to apply the defense down so my attackers will deal more damage to the enemies, while Water Prison is to remove the buff from the boss. You can also replace this with Last Breath to revive your heroes so that they can deal extra damage, or if you want for additional healing is also possible. Let me go through the spells. Let's say if your Santis have lack of focus, let's say below 100% focus, or you're unable to achieve like 90 to 100% focus, I will recommend you to get the Water Prison to remove the buff, because there's one buff that the boss can apply to herself to increase her resistance against negative effects such as Santis Poison. If you're able to achieve like 100% focus on Santis, then you could either go with Last Breath for more damage from your attackers to revive them after death, or you could get a Guy's Renewal for safety purpose. So let me show you the run. And let's start the battle. At the start of the battle, I have Boolin to apply the Sundering Purgatory, followed by her ultimate ability to apply the Induction. Then Santis comes in with her ultimate ability, and finally Evera. So each time the enemy receives an attack, the Induction negative effect will deal some damage to them, making it easier to clear the wave. And since Boolin is the first to go to apply the Induction, he needs to have at least 70% focus to apply the Sundering Purgatory on the wave, on the first wave. Boolin's Induction ability is quite useful to deal extra damage for when your support heroes such as Hakrin and Santis deal damage to the enemy. So that is the second ultimate attack from Boolin. Applies the Induction to all enemies. And that's how you clear all the first 2 waves easily with Boolin. So this is somehow like a Boolin showcase. And for the target priority, target the right Tide Guard first because he is able to heal the boss. After the right Tide Guard is down, then I focus on the boss. So Guy's Renewal is quite useful here to increase the survivability of your nuker, who are Boolin and Evera here, so they can quickly take down the right Tide Guard. And for this stage 14, I did not disable Santis' ability because I would like her to spread out the poison debuff to all of the Tide Guards. So whenever the Tide Guard dies, they will remove all of the buff from the boss. This is one of the side effects whenever the Tide Guard is down. So right now, Hakrin has already increased the max health of my heroes up to 45% with the 3 stacks of his increased max HP. And the good part about Boolin is he's able to remove the buff using his basic attack. And this one does not require any focus. So it helps to remove the joint attack from the right side guard. Alright, so now the right side guard is down. Now we can safely focus on the boss. If you want the win rate to be 100%, you can also, you can take out the left side guard. But to speed up the run, you just target the boss once the right side guard is down. Alright, Boolin is the second person to drop out from the battle. Now left out Hakrin and Santis. For my Santis, I have her in above 100% focus to resist against her buff. I think she has one buff. Not sure how do I make a buff. So let me check the info here. She has one buff that prevents the negative effect, which is this one. No, this is critical resistance. There's one more buff that she places on herself that increases the resistance against a negative effect. Okay, the boss is now 50% health. And you do not need to worry the heroes dying here because they are equipped in revival set, and without the 2 tight guards attacking them, they are able to survive easily. Alright, so as you notice, the boss will stun Hakrin because I set him to have the 3rd highest attack stats in the team, so the boss will not target Santis. I need Santis to keep on applying the poison. So that's how the battle ends. It's a 100% success rate. I've ran this team more than 50 times. So it took around about 4 minutes and 55 seconds to run the team. So let me quickly show you the gears. This is the first hero in my team, Evera. Here are her total stats. She has around about 3000, close to 3800 attack, 100% critical rate, over 250% critical damage, and her speed is 161. And you need her speed to be, I think, above 140 to go after to go before the first 2 waves. And if you want to go before the boss taking her turn, you need to have at least above 150 speed. She is geared in every set and raider set. So let me quickly show you the weapon stats. The helmet, chest plate, attack boots, critical rate ring, and attack necklace. She's also speed tuned for the Void Tower Hut because you need to have more than 160 speed to go before the enemies in the Void Tower Hut. Alright, so her glyphs and abilities are all maxed out here. So the second hero I have on my team is Boolin. He's some kind of like a support and attacker hero. Here are her total stats, around about 4000 attack, 183 speed, close to 100% critical rate, and 70% focus. I made Boolin to go first so she can apply her induction, which benefit the rest of her allies. So whenever the allies hit the enemies with her, after she places the induction through her mischief ultimate ability, the enemies will gain some damage based on Boolin's attack stats. Okay, so these are her gears. She's equipped in every set. So she'll do extra 50% damage on her Mischief Ultimate ability. Alright, so let me quickly show you the equipment stats. This is the weapon. Helmet. Chest plate is close to finish upgrading. I swap out this chest plate for a higher focus to allow her to have a higher chance to apply the Sundering Purgatory for the first wave. This is a speed boots, attack ring, and an attack necklace with some speed. Her glyphs and abilities are all maxed out. The third hero I have on my team is Hakrin. He's here to provide the max health up for all the team members, so they will gain at least 45% max health and 20% defense rating to enable my attackers to survive until they reach to the boss wave. He is also useful to apply the taunt in case the tight guard on first wave survive from the attack. And these are his total stats. Hakrin has close to 20,000 health. He has 2,100 attack, which is much more than Santis. Close to 3,000 defense. Over 150 speed if you want to go before the boss. And 73.5% focus to taunt the enemy. And he has around about 93% resistance. Resistance does not matter here since the enemies does not place any negative effect. For the gears, is equipped in Terra set and Revival set. Terra set provides additional 15% health. Revival set to help him restore health upon taking his turn. So let me quickly show you the equipment stats. This is the weapon, helmet, chest plate, speed boots, a defense ring, and a health necklace. And when you're farming the revival set, do keep out some of the revival set that has attack stats. This is quite useful to build the higher attack on your heroes so that they will not target Santis or Boolin if you're using the speed farming team for stage 12 in Queen of Tides. Alright, so that's my tip for you. And his glyphs and abilities are all maxed out here. And finally, we have the fourth hero in the team, Santis. Here are her total stats. She has 20,000 health, 1,200 defense, 164 speed, and over 100% focus. I had to make this change because there are some times where the boss will apply a positive effect that increases her resistance against a negative effect, which makes it difficult for Santis to apply her poison and makes the run much more longer. Previously, I had her focus around about 80%, but when it reaches the boss and the boss applied that positive effect, it made the run even longer, like until reaching around about round 26, which increases the run by additional 1 more minute. So after I change a gear to achieve more than 100% focus, it makes the run much more faster now. And these are her gears. She's equipped in Terra set for additional 15% health. As usual, Revival set is a must to allow her to heal herself every time she takes a turn because the team does not have any dedicated healer. And let me quickly go through the equipment stats. This is the weapon, helmet, the chest plate, health boots. I just recently replaced it. Replaced my 5-star Terra boots with this one now, with a 6-star. A health ring, and a focus necklace. So previously I was using the defense ring for additional health. This one, if I want to farm stage 12, I'll use this one instead for additional survivability. Because my stage 12 team does not have Hakrin. if I'm using Hakrin, I'll use this Terra chain with additional focus. Alright, so these are glyphs and abilities are all maxed out here as well. Before I end this video, do let me know what do you think about this new Helmut stage in the Arcane Dominator. Are you able to farm it with your current heroes and gears? Or are you still switching back to the previous stage 12 to farm there? Alright, so that's all for my video. Do leave a comment below if you need any help regarding on stage 14 Queen of Tides. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!